Hello everyone, this is going to be a short one. It is Kenny here, Basketball Rewind. How is it going for you at home as you're watching this? Guess what? We are going to be talking about more Americup as I do my best to cover this. I actually stayed up, saw the whole thing, more or less. Coach was there with me. Let's go through it. Canada won. They are now undefeated in the current 2025 Americup. 80 82-73 was the score with Puerto Rico, who, as you can see from this screenshot right here, had Jose Alvarado. He was a menace as per usual. You can just imagine. We're not going to go through the highlights. We're going to keep this one short and go through it real quick. So, guess what happened? What happened here was, as you can see, with all of the quarters, it was a back and forth game. I'm going to talk about it in depth in just a second, but the first quarter, it was 20-18 in favor of Canada. The next quarter, quarter two, was 16, all squared for all players involved. Next quarter, quarter three, it was 22-23, and quarter four, it was where Canada won. Let's go through it. Now, one of the things that I noticed early on from the Canadian side is that in some ways, the substitution pattern got shortened up. You saw Leonard Miller later on, as you see with the 4 of 15. He was not a beast in this one, and at times he really forced the issue, unfortunately. And so as a result, while he did take a lot of the different shots, he does have the length. Puerto Rico had the physical size in terms of they had very, let's call them girthy players. There was one guy named Romeo. This dude looked like Lurch from the damn Addams Family or something like that. I don't know what they feed this man. I don't know what's going on with this man, but that dude is not normal. He is a big human being. There was folds on the back of this dude's neck that looked like muscular folds. They did not look normal. And he really gave Leonard Miller, who tried to get a lot of his offense in from inside, a lot of trouble, even in transition. Leonard Miller was able to contribute, of course, throughout the game with 9 rebounds. He also had 2 assists, 1 turnover. Was only really able to contribute 1 block, but he was a -3, unfortunately. And it showed. I mean, he really struggled. Gelly, he was also a -5, but he was the only size that we had inside, got some real key rebounds down the stretch. And Kyshawn George, he was really key in this game. At some points, like the coach just yanked, he basically yanked, Miller off the court, put in Wiltshire instead, and that is where the game kind of really turned the tide. Kyshawn George started off very slow. It won't show me quarter by quarter, but I just remember him really struggling with his handle. They started to really attack his handle, not give him a lot of space, and suddenly he just started clicking. So he ended up on the night shooting 50% from the field from all areas of the court, inside and outside. So 3 of 6 from inside, 2 of 4 from inside, 3 of 6 from outside, for a total of 5 of 10. On top of that, he was a positive. You saw him handle the ball. You saw him take control of the offense. You saw him talking a little bit of smack to the dude who had the kind of strawberry blonde hair with the I don't know with kind of the longer style hair that he had. He was talking a little bit of smack to him, and he took it home. 4 assists for him when he was out there. The ball was moving, but more importantly, he was able to make sure that the offense ran so that when they got stalled out, they just kept it going. Trey Bell Haynes poured in what he did. He did a really good job in this one of kind of, giving kind of a bit on the offensive end. Nate Darling was one of the late subs. He also helped to bring it home, and he was key when they were really struggling. Some of these guys that were the subs, as they kind of shorten the rotation, it was really key for what ultimately ended up happening, which was a victory. Gonna really quickly look at Puerto Rico. I'm gonna really focus in on 2 main guys. That Romeo guy, I just want to see his stats. Jose Alvarado really was a menace here. Had 20 points, of course, and 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And while he only had 1 steal, it doesn't show up in the box score. He was a menace, he's like basically the equivalent of their Lowry. And then Romeo, 6 rebounds, but again, this guy was huge. I know the box score, box plus minus doesn't show it, but Ishmael Romeo, 5 of 6, I can see it. They really struggled with his size because he was just a physically big player. this is where, Canada kind of shifted more to a threes and layups approach, and it paid off as the game went on. So yeah, that's about it. They're going into the quarterfinal now. They don't play until, I believe, Thursday, if not later. And so, yeah, the U.S. team has lost in their bracket. I'll talk about that in another one. Stay tuned. Take care.